guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be diving back into the Davi Vanity case, and today we're going to be talking about Chris Hansen's interview with Damien Leonhardt, aka Jesse Slaughter. Damien Leonhardt goes by they them pronouns, so we will be respecting those here. So they met Davi Vanity at the age of 10 years old in the Florida music scene. So there was sexual assault going on, basically from the start. He was like their scene mentor, their music and MySpace and hair mentor. They said he acted like a mean friend, which I kind of don't expect Davi Vanity to act like that. So it was surprising to hear that. He's constantly talking about peace, love, unity, respect, like none of those things were shown here. But anyway, they said that he would take them out on dates, and basically act as if it was a secret date, acting like they were his little cousin. There was very obvious manipulation going on with the relationship. They said that he would threaten to take things of theirs away, and I think that is just that's just manipulation. That's manipulating someone. Accounts of sexual assault match up kind of with the other accounts in that he has an obsession with oral sex and forcing people to perform oral sex on him. They really did have feelings for him. You know, they actually felt something for Davi, and I'm not going to say it's love, because it's definitely not love when someone is sexually assaulting the other person, but there were feelings there. Then the you done goofed situation happened, which, what is that? So the you done goofed situation happened when someone outed their relationship. Davi automatically started denying it, saying that he didn't know who Damien was. Damien came out saying, hey, you're just being a hater, you know, stuff like that, stuff that scene kids would say at that time. It got worse when Damien made a video with their dad, and their dad said some very meme-worthy lines, and Davi decided to make a song about it. So he wrote the song, You Done Goofed. I'm gonna be real here. I was never a big fan of that song just because I thought that the idea of dragging someone very directly was disgusting, and I chose to ignore the fact that that song was about that. And now that I see that, it makes me so mad that I ignored it, because I obviously knew there was something wrong there. And I think it's interesting because the Slash Gash Terror crew is they are very open about no bullying and all of this stuff, because most people that liked Blowing the Dance Floor had experienced being bullied, me being one of those people. So I think the fact that they were bullying them just makes everything like a million times worse. Like, what did they stand for if they didn't stand for just, you know, supporting Davi? They didn't support any anti-bullying, they didn't support love, they didn't support any of that. I thought it was really interesting because they were talking about how they developed personality traits from Davi, and I can actually relate to that because I'm an only child. Growing up, I had influences that were bands, that were YouTubers, and one of those bands was Blood on the Dance Floor, and another one of those YouTubers was Onision. So I had very, 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 very bad influences growing up. I think the fact that they see some of those traits in themselves is really sad. It's frustrating to deal with, and I know it is. Another thing that's really interesting to note is that me and Damien both have bipolar disorder, which is interesting because it's like he attacks those who seem weak. We are not weak, but he attacks those that seem weak, and those kids who are scene kids that no one will believe if they came out and decided to say what he was doing. This interview was honestly brave as hell. I commend them for even doing the interview. The internet let them down in a way, let them down really bad. And the fact that they had the courage to go on camera, go on Chris Hansen, and talk about this traumatic experience was honestly really brave. It was really brave, and it was a great interview, and I'm sorry that any of it even happened. They seemed honestly actually disappointed with Davi's actions, which, I mean, I feel that. I feel that sort of disappointment and just being upset and confused because you thought they were so much better than that, and he's not. He's not any better than that. Davi Vanity is not above this. Watching the interview, I was really torn up about it. I was crying, and it was a really interesting thing to watch, and I feel really awful for ignoring the song and ignoring the fact that I thought it was wrong. And obviously this just proves that if you think that something's wrong, if you think there's something sketchy going on, if you think any of that stuff, you should not ignore it. You should look into it, and you should make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. Obviously, steer clear of Dobby Vanity. He is the worst. And I think that the more that we talk about it and the more that we bring awareness to this is how we get this guy to, you know, stop, how we lessen the number of victims that there are, because people are really, he's getting popular again, and it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We're not gonna let this happen. So guys, yeah, that is what I had to say about that interview. I thought it was a really, really interesting interview, and it just showed us the pattern that he kind of has. You know, he does this, oh, I do hair, let me do your hair, let's hang out, let's, you know, and starts these friendships with these young girls and then lures them in. And this whole cycle needs to be stopped. So I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep talking about it as long as I can breathe. And I'm going to try to bring as much awareness to this as I can. So if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, share this video, do all of that stuff, and let me know what you guys want to see. I would love to know what you guys want to see on this channel, from this channel. And yeah, thank you for all the new subscribers that I just gained. I love you all, and I will see you guys later. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day.